Hey guys, Kelly here. Welcome back to my channel, and summer is here. It is finally here. This is actually my favorite season. I love warm weather, but summer definitely poses its own skincare challenges, does it not? I mean, summer can do weird things to your skin. First of all, my skin type changes in the summertime. I am pretty much like very dry and very dehydrated on my skin most of the year, but when summertime comes, that true combination skin comes out. I get so oily in my T-zone. I can become a real greasy mess real quickly. And I mean, not only does your skin kind of do some weird things, but like skincare products, you definitely got to be changing them up, because who the heck wants to wear 10 layers of thick, rich, nourishing products in 90% humidity? Like nobody. So it definitely is a season where a little bit of an adjustment in the routine might be called for, which is why today I want to share with you some of my favorite light and hydrating products. And bonus, guys, I've covered pretty much every single skin type with these products. So hopefully it helps you building your summer skincare routine. If you're so ready to find out the products I recommend, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. First up, let's talk about cleansing, because I don't know about you, but in the summertime, I often wake up with like a thick feeling on my skin. Like sometimes the humidity just clings to my skin, or I can wake up with a really thick layer of oil and it's just like, I can't wait to wash my face. You know the feeling. I think any cleanser that you're using is probably a-okay for the summertime, but you may consider switching out like your oil cleanser to something that feels a little bit lighter on the skin. My favorite lightweight cleansing oil is from Isntree, their Micellar melting cleansing oil. Whoa, this is so thin and light on the skin. It doesn't feel like a heavy or thick oil, and it just glides across the skin, and yet it's still so effective at breaking down makeup and sunscreen. And you know what? Sometimes even if you're not wearing makeup and sunscreen, you just want that really good deep pore cleanse that oil cleansers seem to give you. This is excellent for that. You want to pull grits out of your pores? Use this, buddy. It's so good. Now, micellar water is actually a really great option if you want to use something a little bit lighter weight in the morning. You don't want to go in for your double cleanse, or you want to get that sunscreen off your neck without completely drenching your shirt. That's the way to go. And Isntree also has a great micellar cleansing water that is so lightweight on the skin. Just remember to rinse after using it. And another tip for you guys who do not like to use any cleansers in the morning, just like to use water as your first cleanse, why not try a Konjac sponge? I think that's how you say them. This is a really great way to just kind of break through that little extra film you might be experiencing on your skin in the summertime without using any harsh cleansers. Just remember to let the sponge do the work. You don't have to press too hard, but it definitely can take your water washing up a notch. You know I love Essence. All essences, but first essences in particular, and I find they can be extremely handy in hot weather because they help the absorption of your other skincare products. Plus, they're a completely weightless layer on the skin. I love the Missha Time Revolution First Treatment Essence. So good if you've got some skin brightening goals and some anti-aging goals. This is a good one for you to go to. Plus, it brings a good amount of hydration. You might be able to cut down on some of your toner layers. Another one that I would recommend, especially if you have very sensitive skin, irritated skin, maybe you've been out in the sun too much, or you're dealing with some inflamed acne. Another product from Missha, the Missha Artemisia Treatment Essence. Both of these are completely lightweight on the skin. They help your other skincare products absorb a little bit better, and they can be really handy in the summertime. Now, don't discount summer as a season where dehydration can really go crazy, because it can. Even though it may be hot and humid outside, there's a couple of factors that can really dehydrate your skin quickly. Number one, lots of sun exposure. Oh yeah, the sun can break down your moisture barrier just a little bit and zap your skin's hydration. Not only that, but when you come inside and try to get like cooled down in the air conditioning actually creates a very dry environment as well. So definitely keep your eye on your hydration levels, and one of the best ways to replenish them toners, one of my other favorite skincare products, right? I love a good toner, and it's such an ally in the summertime because you can really layer it up as much as you want to or as much as you need depending on the day without really building a lot of thickness up on your skin. So one of my favorite ones, especially if you are dealing with dehydration, you have a thirsty dragon underneath your skin, you can't get enough, right? Keep Cool and Soothe Bamboo Toner. You've heard me talk about it so much because it just works so good. It's a magic pill for dehydrated skin. Now, maybe you don't have like really deep dehydration. You just want to get some nice, really, really lightweight, watery hydration into your skin with zero weight. Then you got to check out the Klairs Daily Hydrating Water. This is so lightweight. It's got a really nice, refreshing hydration, and there is absolutely no slip, no moisture, no richness. This is a pure hydration. I mean, Daily Hydrating Water is the best name for this. Plus, this is a great investment because it's a huge bottle, 500 milliliters of product, very reasonable price. You will not have to restock this at all through the summer months because it's going to keep you in toner for a long time. Now let's talk about traditional essences. Oh, yes. Why am I complicating things? These traditional essences we're about to talk about have a texture slightly thicker than a toner and definitely thinner than your serum, but they are jam-packed full of beneficial ingredients for your skin. They very likely could, this is something you can consider, replace your serum. Yeah, maybe you don't need a serum. You just use a really great targeted essence for your skin. Cut down on some thickness, cut down on some layers. If you're one of those people who just cannot stand that feeling of skincare sitting on top of your skin in the summertime, definitely consider this trick. So here are some products to think about. Primera Miracle Seed Essence. Listen up, if you are suffering from a lot of dehydration in the summertime, you need this in your skincare routine. This is a hydration bomb. But here's the thing, and the reason why I really want to focus on this for dehydrated skin, because it's not just hydration. It's moisture barrier supportive hydration, because the lotus seed extract in this essence is high in linoleic acid, which supports your moisture barrier. It's one of those really fantastic types of ingredients that you need to be searching for when you're looking to keep that moisture barrier strong. If you're suffering from dehydration, you know you need to focus on your moisture barrier. Run, don't walk for this one. I know it's pricey, but you will not regret it. Now, those of you with sensitive, irritated skin, or maybe you're suffering from acne, you need to try the I'm From Mugwort Essence. This is pure mugwort delivered in a really nice, watery, hydrating essence formula. So good to calm irritation on the skin. It can reduce inflammation, swelling, redness on the skin, and it can help facilitate the healing of some acne that you might have on your skin. It's really an excellent product. Now, those of you who absolutely adore Propolis, that's me. I love this ingredient. So balancing for the skin. It really reduces redness. It can give your skin a really beautiful glow. But Propolis, generally has a little bit of a thicker, sort of richer feel on the skin. I know a lot of people go towards Propolis for winter time, myself included, because it's a great moisturizing type of ingredient. If you love Propolis and you miss it when you put it away for the summertime, I want to propose that you try out the Cosrx Propolis Synergy Toner as an essence and or as a serum. What? Why is she saying this? It's a toner. I say this because it's jam-packed full of propolis, 72% propolis and 10% of honey extract. I mean, there's so much goodness jam-packed into this. This really could be considered an essence or a serum type of product. But because it's in a toner format, so lightweight, hydrating. It's got that touch of moisture, but it's not thick like regular propolis serums and essences can be. This is really a horse of a different color with all the propolis benefits. So definitely something to think about if you just can't let go of your propolis serum in the summertime. Think about this propolis toner. Let's talk serums, and one of the best ones that I found for acne all year round is the by Wishtrend Polyphenols in Propolis 15% Ampoule. Wait a second, didn't she just say propolis was really thick and moisturizing and best for winter? Yes, the key here, the name of this product, I adore this, but I just feel like the name just doesn't really illustrate the whole picture of this product. 15% of propolis is not a ton. It's not a ton. There is 59% of another ingredient that is just such a beautiful star player in acne care, and that's Hydrating cordata extract. H cordata extract, such a funny name, isn't it? So good to take down inflammation, redness, to facilitate healing of acne. This is, I always pull this out whenever I get an inflamed pimple because it makes it go away faster. And because the majority of the serum is made up of Hydrating cordata extract and not propolis, right? It's a touch of propolis with a whole lot of H cordata. The texture is very, very pleasing. It's very, very lightweight, easily absorbed, non-sticky on the skin. So if you're suffering from inflammation, redness, and or acne, plus it's very appropriate for sensitive skin, this is a great one to consider. Dehydrated friends, oh, you know I got your back always, but in summertime, I definitely feel the dehydration goes up a notch. And you know, here the temperatures like got super hot and super humid almost overnight. Like there was no transitional period. It was like kind of cold and then it was like super hot. I was like, I don't know what to do, but I'll tell you, the one product, it's a little bit newer for me, but I can't stop reaching for this because it just quenches my skin like no other. 9 Wishes Hydra Ampoule. OMG. This is like healing hydration. This is like one of the best hydrating serums that I have right now. My skin just drinks this up and it's still so lightweight. It's not a sticky serum. There's no like moisture to this, but it's very, very deeply hydrating type of serum. The secret sauce to this one, 51% of coconut water. If you've never tried coconut water like in your toners before, holy moly, I need to get on it because it definitely gets in there deep and feeds that thirsty, dehydrated dragon that lives underneath our skin. Anti-aging concerns, then you definitely need to check out the Purito Unscented Centella Serum. This is such a beautiful texture because it's really like a refreshing gel texture, incredibly hydrating on the skin, and it just absorbs immediately. It feels so lightweight, but it packs a punch. It's got a lot of Centella in it, which is great for irritated skin, but Centella actually has a lot of anti-aging benefits to it too. It can stimulate collagen production on the skin. Plus this has a whole host of barrier supportive ingredients. We've got some ceramides in here and we have skin repairing peptides. So it's all over, just a really great one if you're concerned about keeping your skin maintained, youthful, and plump. Now besides sunscreen, I think moisturizers are that category of skincare products that incredibly individual. It can be really hard to get it just right. It truly is different strokes for different folks when it comes to moisturizers. But I do have a few moisturizers here that have really nice lightweight gel textures that I think are perfect for hot temperatures. Those of you with a little bit more combination skin, you've got some dry areas, you've got some oily areas, and those of you who do have dry skin but really prefer a very lightweight type of moisturizer for the summertime, especially during the day, I think you should look at the Bonajour Green Tea Water Balm. This is such a beautiful texture. It's kind of like a water drop cream, but it is so surprised the heck out of me when I first used this because I'm actually not a big fan of gel moisturizers. A lot of them just kind of feel like slightly hydrating, but then it's almost like they disappeared off your skin and they don't do anything for you. And you're like, oh my gosh, I need something else on my skin. This is not that at all. When you put it onto your skin, Water Balm, such an appropriate name because it's just this burst of hydration onto your skin. But there is some balancing moisture to this water drop cream that just completely surprised me. I couldn't believe it. There are some really great nourishing oils in this one that balance out the hydration. That's what makes it so great for combination and dry skin types because it's the best of both worlds. Plus this has just that right amount of breathable occlusivity. It's gonna be that good protective final layer. It will fight dehydration and protect the skin throughout the day. I personally can attest this has been keeping my skin very, very comfortable. Plus, if you like the dewy look, this is going to give you that beautiful glass skin glow. Those of you with a little bit more oily skin, check out the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Aqua Gel Cream. Another surprising texture because the name really suggests a very hydrating gel texture. And when you squirt it out, it's a cream. And you're like, this is not what I signed up for. I don't want a rich and nourishing cream, right? But no, no, no. Once you start to work this across your skin, it transforms right in front of your eyes into a gel texture. So interesting. It gives this really beautiful, very refreshing and cooling hydration on the skin. And then it just leaves you with this really, really, really featherweight gel layer, just a little bit protective on the skin, really all that oily skin needs. It's just very beautiful. It's very, very light and such a pleasing texture without a lot of stickiness that can accompany some hyaluronic acid creams. Definitely no sticky or tacky feeling here. Now, those of you with combination skin, when I described the Bonajour green tea water bomb having a little kind of dewy skin or glass skin finish to it, you were like, that's not really for me. I don't really want my skin to be extra shiny. Or if you suffer from real deep dehydration, but you're looking for a gel moisturizer for the daytime, I think you guys should take a look at the I'm From Vitamin Tree Gel. Now, all the moisturizers do have a gel texture, but this particular one is thicker than the other two that we talked about. And this does have that really nice balance between hydration and moisture without like shininess, without greasiness, right? Without dewiness. Plus, this creates a really nice occlusive layer on the skin. This is an incredibly protective gel moisturizer, very surprising, and it leaves your skin very silky, smooth, and soft. So definitely locks in the skincare, fights dehydration, but it doesn't leave your skin looking extra shiny at all. Let's talk about masks and special treatments, because sometimes we need to go the extra mile in summertime. Sometimes we expose ourselves to too much sun and we need a little quick SOS. One of my favorite things to do when my skin gets a little bit overheated is to use a facial mist, but not any old facial mist, a chilled facial mist. Not a bad idea to throw your mists into the refrigerator and have them ready to go whenever you come out from outside and you need to cool down quickly. It just feels so darn good. You can even keep your sheet masks in the refrigerator if you want a more prolonged chilled hydration effect. Speaking of sheet masks, I love doing them in the summertime, especially straight from the refrigerator. It is like a popsicle for your skin. They can really get your hydration levels up very quickly in a lightweight layer. If you guys are looking for sheet mask recommendations, I did a massive review of fragrance-free sheet masks, not always that easy to find. I've got 11 of them for you guys in this video right up here, so make sure to check that one out if you want some recommendations. Now, as I mentioned, my skin gets really combination in the summertime, and that T-zone, the oil, oof, it can definitely lead to quite a bit of blackheads on the nose area, quite a bit of congestion on my forehead. And while I'm not the biggest fan of clay masks in the T-zone, incredibly effective to help suck up the excess oil and to help clear out some of the congestion and blackheads. One of my favorite ones is from Isntree. This is their Mugwort Real Clay Mask, and it is so stinking effective, but I cannot put that on my cheeks, which feel just a little bit more dry than the T-zone. So I actually like to multi-mask with the I'm From Mugwort mask, the same star ingredient, just delivered two different ways. And this is a little bit more hydrating and soothing for my cheeks, which tend to get a little bit more irritated. The dehydration, especially from sun exposure, tends to be really concentrated in my cheek and chin area. So this is just the absolute perfect combination for my combination skin, and they're both super effective for summertime. Sleeping packs. I mean, who really wants to volunteer an additional skincare layer on their skin in the summertime? Well, not a lot of people, but I will tell you, I personally find myself reaching for my sleeping packs just a little bit more in the summertime because I really got to fight that dehydration, especially when I'm sleeping with my air conditioning on full blast. I can definitely zap hydration quickly. So I do favor lighter weight sleeping packs. One of my favorite is from Cosrx, their Propolis sleeping mask. such a classic product. I mean, I think this could work for all skin types because it's such a pleasing and lightweight gel texture. Propolis is so good for all kinds of skin conditions, but this just creates that nice breathable layer on the skin, not too thick, not at all greasy, and it's not sticky, so your hair isn't stuck to your cheek and your cheek isn't stuck to your pillow, right? So it actually makes for ideal use in summertime. A sleeping pack that I recently discovered is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Sleeping Pack. And let me just start off with the texture because it's so confusing. It comes out as a gel texture, which is kind of what you would expect, but it's such a thick gel texture. Whoa. I actually like warm it up a little bit on my hand just to cut down on the thickness of it. It needs a little warmth because it's a little bit harder to spread if you don't do that on the skin. So first of all, that's kind of bizarre, right? Second of all, this is the type of texture where your eyes are not seeing what your skin is feeling, because your eyes see this like kind of lightweight gel texture, but your skin feels little gel, little hydration, and a whole heck of a lot of nourishment, a lot of moisture. It almost feels like there's oil in this. And then you get extra confused because there's no oil on the ingredients list. Such an interesting formulation. I have not felt a hyaluronic acid focused product like this with so much moisture to it, although that really is the hallmark of the Isntree hyaluronic line. They do balance that hydration out with moisturization, which actually is really great for combination skin. So good for combination skin. If you have dryness but you want a slightly lighter, like non-creamy type of sleeping pack, check this one out. And actually, you know, hyaluronic acid, not the first ingredient that I recommend for dehydrated skin, but I actually find this one works for dehydration quite well. Very likely due to the fact that there's so much moisture, which is not going to make it a good choice for oily skin. I would stick with the Cosrx Propolis sleeping mask. This one, just major drawback for some of us, it's a little sticky. It's a little tacky. Your hair, it takes a long time for it to really settle into the skin. So like that 20-minute period after you put it on, your hair is going to get stuck to your cheek. And if you lay down right away, your cheek's going to get a little stuck to your pillow. Just something to be aware of. It does go away eventually though, so maybe put it on a little bit before you get into bed. But a really, really interesting light gel texture on the skin with deep nourishment. That was a super epic list of recommendations. Now you may have noticed I didn't include any sunscreen recommendations, but girl or boy, that doesn't mean that I don't recommend sunscreen. I do. Every single season, all year round, not just summertime, okay? I didn't include any recommendations because it's just like, it kind of just deserves its own video, right? It's such a vast and wild topic. There's a lot to cover, and so it just didn't really fit into this video. I do plan on making an updated sunscreen recommendation video soon-ish. I'm still working on testing some stuff for you guys. I have an older video that you guys can check out if you want to, but it's definitely just more complicated than this video can handle. So I still definitely recommend that you wear sunscreen and be real diligent about your reapplication in the summertime, because remember, longer days means more sun, means more exposure. So make sure you're reapplying. So I'm curious to know, what is your ride or die summer product? Let me know in the comment box below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video but you haven't hit subscribe yet, please consider subscribing. I release 2 new Korean skincare focused videos every single week. Turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop, because sometimes I release bonus videos. And if you haven't joined me on Instagram yet, but you'd like a daily dose of K-beauty on your feed, come join me on Instagram. I post there all the time with reviews, I post routines, and I post all kinds of new products that you might not see on YouTube. So come join me on Instagram. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I can't wait to see you in the next video. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.